Hey, what's up, fellas? It's JPS Delivers. Hopefully, y'all are having a good one. So, a win last time against the Jizzards. It was quite the performance by where the hell is it? Right here by Bradley Beal. I actually do like the pace of a 10-minute game. And what I mean by pace is like the score of the game. To where if I'm gonna, because to me, if you ask me, like I either run the fast break or I usually have like a possession in which mainly it'll be trying to set up a pick and roll right away and usually do things in about 10-15 seconds. So to me it's up there with accuracy when it comes to real life situations with like a pace of a team. um, in general, is that, look at that, that's like 121 to 110. That's a 231 game total. um, that's more on the higher side of basketball. And honestly, like I said, if you're averaging around 10 to 15 um, seconds per possession, you're gonna set yourself up with a pacey team compared to most people, other teams in the league. So totally accurate right there when it comes to the likes of the score right there, 121, 110. So I really do like the 10-minute quarters instead of 9-minute quarters. It'll be nice. Let's get to jersey sales. Kevin Durant still leading the way, but Kawhi Leonard has been jumped by Stephen Curry, with James Harden at fifth right now, and Giannis is actually making his way in, and Joel Embiid actually made the top 10 right here. So quite interesting right here. Um, John Wall, Marcus Cousins, I think, fell down a little bit, but Bradley Beal. Um, getting the likes of LaMarcus is getting pushed back. He just doesn't have that many jersey sales whatsoever. But it looks like Kevin Love now is in the top 25 of jersey sales, number 25, right behind Beal. So that should be interesting to see how that pans out. Kevin Love just doesn't seem appealing until, you know, Kevin Love on the Timberwolves was appealing without LeBron, but now Kevin Love without LeBron, just nah, thanks, not really up for that. But Clippers right here, still kicking ass. Memphis Grizzlies as well, with the likes of Kyrie, Nikola Jokic still getting things done for his team. I believe it's Lou Williams and Kyle Lowry also on that team. Bobby Portis as well. Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, that Donovan Mitchell team, just about, well, they're kind of tied with us at the moment, but they do have two more games played than us, so there's a good possibility we could lose two games. My team's just defense is just not doing too hot. Um, yeah, it's lowered a little bit, not as bad as the Nuggets. This Nuggets team, let's see who's on their team. Yeah, Russell's not a good defender. Josh Richardson, pretty good defender, but Zach Collins and Vucevic, not the best of defenders. Gordon Hayward isn't either. Austin Rivers isn't good. Trevor Reeves is decent, yeah, pretty good. But yeah, I guess this team just gives up quite a bit of points, and also they seem to be one of the more pacey teams in this league. Let's get to power rankings. Last week, or no, now that this week, we fell about 3, but hey, we're 14 on NBA.com. Let's see what Ronnie 2K and the boys think. We're 13th, gone down 2 as well. Let's see what the black Jewish dude says. Mark Spears. Oh, he's got his way down. Okay, no love for that. Yeah, go ahead. Like DeMar DeRozan and them at 10 and 13. You fuck. But I've gone my way up, making some moves in the GM mode. I think just getting those last trades, Jonathan Isaac stretches the floor well. I think I'm going to have Terrence Ross start my games, though, when I'm playing the games, and have Isaac start the game when it's simulated. Uh, I just like it way more when you have the likes of Jonathan Isaac coming in. He's going to be at the 4, let slide Kuzma down to the 3, and it sets up a nice shooting still for when the likes of Rondo come on the court, as well as Kyle Korver eventually. But you'll have pretty much Rondo, Beal, Kuzma, Isaac, and Plumlee. Excuse me, sorry about that. Come off, so like I'm gonna start using Rondo a little bit more, but unless it's like a game like this time, I'm gonna have to have DeJounte in to guard James Harden because he's playing the Celtics next. Let's look at the stats. Top scorer in basketball is actually Jimmy Butler right now. He's had a kid by James Harden. Gonna be quite the test. LeBron James in fourth, Russ right behind him, 25 points. I mean, that's just how much Russ is gonna attack the basket right there. Yeah, like his shooting isn't all too excellent, but man, he's got quite the badges and stuff like that. So it's gonna utilize that for sure, for sure. Well, you get the likes of like a Nowitzki actually being like competent a little bit because he's got decent badges, not gold. I took that down because he's just an old man with horrible knees. He's not going to be in that position to do that well. Now, I don't want him having that shit to where he's balling and really in real life, Dirk is not actually doing much of anything. But yeah. Oh, I actually noticed right here. LeBron James is actually averaging a triple double. Russ isn't actually averaging quite as much. I wonder who else is on his team. But let's get so Jokic just got hurt, is injured his left Achilles, out 1 to 2 weeks. Gobert still easily leading the league in rebounds per game with Towns, Jokic, Drummond, Antetokounmpo, AD, DeAndre Jordan, Embiid not far behind. John Wall just a little bit ahead of Luka Doncic in averaging assists per game. He's gone down quite a bit actually in assists per game. Let's see how his performances are. Yeah, he's fallen, not starting the year off nearly like he was right here. I don't know what the slump is, but hey, he had a ton of double doubles in all these. How many double doubles is that? One, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 12. And that was a nice winning streak they went on too. That's a good team. It looks like him and Drummond together. But leading the league a little bit over Luka and LeBron James. Luka definitely showing his place as rookie of the year so far, so it's playing out pretty well, just like real life. These rosters, Paul George leading the league in steals per game. He's been on a tear lately, not scoring nearly as many points as you expect him on a tear would score, but he's getting the rebounds, he's getting the assists, and he's getting the steals compared to usual. Rudy Gobert still just wrecking this league when it comes to blocks. Look at that. Just a 7-5-3-4-4-3. That's just a kind of performance you need from a guy like that. Not really having many games with two, just periodically, like one out of every three or four. So that for sure has been impressive. Let's look at the transaction report. These are the only two transactions that have been made this entire time. Jonathan Isaac, of course, getting them, sending Ilyasova to them, and then trading to get Trevor Booker, pretty much a guy who's going to get off of his contract in a year, and trading what's his face, Eric Gordon for him when I can just have the likes of Kyle Korver, who shot decently well. Need to get his shot down better though. But here's the injuries: spinal injury, unfortunately, to Trey Lyles. He's going to be out 4 to 6 months, 8 to 10 weeks. Torn hamstring. That sucks. I've torn a hamstring. It is a fucking weird feeling. It's just like literally like the people say, it's a rubber band. Just felt like sorry, getting a little PTSD from that. But Devin Booker, torn bicep, man, that's gotta suck. Jesus, he's out 6 to 8 weeks. Mon Shumpert out 6 to 8 weeks with a severe right ankle sprain. Weird that has the same kind of recovery time, but a little bit longer for Devin Booker, as he has been out for a decent while already. You got Jermichael Green out 4 to 6 weeks, high left ankle sprain. Gortat out 2 to 4 weeks with severe right ankle sprain. You got tendonitis by LaMarcus Aldridge, and just a couple of guys that are hurt right here. Just for 2 to 4 weeks, something like that, a month at most. Um, so Kelly Oubre, Andrew Bogut, Victor Oladipo, 2 to 4 more weeks. Julius Randle out 1 to 2 weeks. Nikola Jokic out another week to 2 weeks. Danilo Gallinari out for 1 to 2 weeks. Klay Thompson out for 1 to 2 weeks. Wendell Carter 1 to 2 weeks, and then Josip Nurkic day to day, as well as Ibaka, Iguodala, Wade, Teletovic. You got Okafor and Aaron Gordon day to day. So that seems to be the injury news for the league. Let's get on to it. Celtics team a little bit better record than as of late, so should be interesting against these
UK
guys,
Sports pregame
especially.
show, sponsored
Especially.
by Kia.
playing with the likes of playing against James Harden. I mean, it should most definitely be a good matchup. DeJounte Murray should do quite well. Looking forward to it. He's got Terrence Ross out there, baby. And also, I'm cooking stuff, so I'm going to have to get up in about 5 minutes just to pick up some food and take it out of the oven. But, you know, it is all good, players. I'm not going to let it, you know, get in the way of doing this. And here we go, here we go. Got the Spurs at home against the Celtics. Come on, T. Ross. He's got his black headband right now. Why is it that I can't put headbands on people in this game? DeJounte Murray would look great with a headband. Kidding me, dude? Bamba kind of looks like a even smaller Capella.
David Aldridge is our sideline reporter.
And it's a steal by Harden.
Crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference match here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave
Come on, Bradley Beal.
free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, if you want to quiet down a hostile crowd, missing your chances from the line.
Jesus. There's the traveling already.
The suggestion boxes how to do it.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Chris Paul is out there with Harden, and it's Green, and there's JaVale McGee, and it's Green in at the four-man position. Here's the Cobra. 9 points last game.
Nice, I'll take it.
It's good, 2 points.
Fuck yes.
The playoff picture becoming more clear as
Got a
every
beat.
day goes
A minute
by.
left
Chris,
on that
do you
bitch.
feel the 16 spots is the right amount of teams that should make the playoffs, make the postseason?
Yeah, I do. You can't have more than half. You know, you can't have much more trying to,
come
to make
on.
it to the playoffs. Listen,
I do
team
plan
should
on
make
trying
the
to get as
playoffs.
many
There's winners
passes
and losers. You have to deal with it. So,
out. Oh,
you know, I
to
feel like,
DeJounte
yes, that
as I
number
can.
16 is right on the mark.
Well said. And here is Murray. James Harden getting it to go from deep. A runner. The shot. No good.
Should have ran towards the
Great
basket
D
on that
time
one, but
from
whatever.
Green. Fires the three. Harden can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Come on, let's get it going, Kuzma.
Here's Murray. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
It's probably really good to
Off the mark by San Antonio.
Really just
Hey.
struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Come on, come on.
Green with a screen for Green. The dive for the ball. And
All right,
it's
got to
out
get
of
this
bounds.
food
The
out
Spurs
just
will
real
take
quick. Be right back, boys. All right. Gonna have to take that out in a couple more minutes, but who gives a flowing fuck?
Well, I was able to speak with Brad Stevens for just a minute. On defense, he said, quote, "We're going to have to neutralize their high flyers. We can't play above the rim against these guys. Whatever it takes."
Nice shot there, DeJounte.
See if they are able to do that during the game, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Boston's gone. 1 of
Definitely
3
gonna be
from
one of those
beyond the
games
arc
where we're
so
gonna
far
have
in
to
the game.
appreciate the 10 minutes.
Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Harden. And a great
Well.
assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Make that 8
That's
points
now
for
8
Mr.
points
Harden.
James Harden.
Oh, he's been basically perfect so far in this quarter, especially on offense.
Bust it, right? Oh, come on,
Can't get it
dude.
to go.
Come on, video game. You don't want me to have Bradley Beal bust that?
That shot wide open.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Latrey sinks the three.
There we go.
Beal's got himself
I'll
going
get
there.
that
His
right
first
there.
points of the game on the deep
No
ball.
way Bradley Beal, one of the best 3-point shooters in basketball, is going to let that
With a quick one of
go.
their own.
I like that style. Lose 3 points, get them right back at the other end. That's good basketball.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. It's stolen by Green. It's Harden with the drive. Great D that time from Beal.
When he gets it that close
Let's
to
get
the
it.
basket,
Let's get it.
It's a sure flush. But the defense stepped up and stopped him cold in his tracks.
For three.
Oh, bust it, Terrence Ross.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Don't forget about him when he's spotting up like that and knocking him down like that. The offense has to keep getting him the rock.
Now here's Green.
Oh, Draymond Green ain't hitting that. Get the fuck out.
Oklahoma City.
And a smooth jump shot from the veteran Green there. These are looks he nails consistent.
Here's the Cobra. They trail by 3. Wide open.
Nice, I'll take that.
Goes in. The Cobra's
Nicely done, nicely done.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Great block, Beal.
Beal touched it last.
Send that bitch into the stands.
Now here's Green.
Oh, never mind. It wasn't. Oh, come on. Is it like, yeah, it was Jeff Green.
Draymond shrugging off the defensive pressure.
For 3, Ross. The rebound by Harden.
Hey, all right, food is coming out real quick. Let me take it out. Don't worry, not going to cut into anything for more than like 10 seconds. Be right back. All right, sweet,
Celtics leading
sweet.
by 3. And Chris, despite his flaws, most would agree that Harden is the clear-cut best shooting guard in the game now.
Well, look, let's not beat around the bush. What we're saying is his scoring makes up for his defense or lack thereof. Now, Harden does bring other skills to the table that he doesn't get enough credit for.
There we go. I'll take that. DeJounte dishing and diamond. All the time. And also, too, we got ourselves a little Rondo narrative against the Celtics. I mean, come on.
They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I mean, who am I to get in the way with that?
Team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Man, gut-wrenching. You put that much energy into a game, that much passion into a game, catch up, send it into OT. You want to come away with the win.
Green with a screen on Beal. 5 on the clock. Yep, that one goes
Come
in there.
on.
And it's 7 points for Jeff Green.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Beal dishes to Murray. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Celtics leading by
It is
3.
definitely a lack in his game.
Down low. Ross with the steal. Murray the pass to Boss with his first shot attempt.
I'll take that, Mo. Take some Mo of that, dude. Get some Rondo in here.
Height advantage right
Get
there.
this team rocking right away. Come on, come on, come on. Come out, wherever you are.
McGee a screen. Harden can't hit.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got
Here we
right
go,
up
here
on
we
it
go.
and forced the miss.
But you know what? That won't show up in the stats.
Oh.
Good anticipation. Doesn't get the block.
Can't stop that bitch.
Now, when you played, Chris, you were always viewed as one of the more heady players in the league along those lines. Who do you think are some of the smartest players in the NBA right now?
Well, first of all, thank you for that compliment, Kevin. And I would have to say, you know, you have to look at guys like Chris Paul. I would say Draymond Green, Steph Curry. You know, and when I look at LeBron's IQ, it's just amazing at times the way that he sees and controls the floor. So many good players, so many players I miss when you look at those point guards out there in this
I'll
league.
take that. Nicely done, DeJounte.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Satoransky kicks to Zeller. Here's Gibson. Drills the baseline.
Oh, Taj ain't making that. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Rondo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. To the inside. Here's the Cobra. Fires the 3. The rebound by Gibson.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
Satoransky, the pass to Zeller. The 11-footer. And the shot is good.
Damn.
Dropping in off the front
Come
of the
on,
rim.
come on.
And the Celtics lead by 1.
And you like the discipline he shows, recognizing the size mismatch. Immediately rises up and pulls the trigger.
Wide open look here for Murray. And it's good. Coming
Take
on the
that,
assist
I'll
by
take
Rajon
that.
Rondo.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Ellis. Beal can't get it to go.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls
Come
and
on.
rebounds
Come on, Rondo.
here to start.
And Satoransky kicks to Zeller. Shot clock at 6. Deep 2 from Carroll. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Coming off that
Come
loss
on,
against the
boss.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those
Come
games
on.
where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just
That's
a
a nice
shaky
come on,
performance
come on.
across the board.
And they tried to adjust, but every play they ran got countered by a better one.
Here's Rondo. That's short off the rim.
You were shocked when he misses
Stupid
open
shot by
shots like
Rondo.
that. The D should be thanking their lucky stars right
Yep.
now.
And Carroll gets it to go.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Rondo dishes to Murray. Once again off the mark by San
Damn.
Antonio. Here's Satoransky. He's covered by Rondo. Outside Gibson. Ellis outside. It's deflected.
That was another block, like a third
Murray
block.
with it. 6 points for him. It's stolen by Carroll. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Come on.
Love the tenacity. That's money in tight against the pressure.
Out to the wing. Spurs working the ball around now. Boss. So the whistle
Damn.
blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contract.
I'll be
right there.
damned.
And Chris, for the Celtics, a depth of talent, great coach, but they admit they've been looking to get that transcendent player to take them to the next level.
Well, I know this for a fact. You can go a long way with chemistry and depth, but it's tough to win it all without a superstar player or two. You know this front office will continue to be aggressive, looking to position themselves for a run at an 18th championship.
23 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 to shoot. And Satoransky kicks to Zeller on the left block. Ellis can't get it to go.
All right, let's
But
get
that's
Murray with
what we
that
call
ball.
good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right
That
there.
nice
He stopped
pass.
him dead in his tracks.
Now we're setting up Rondo with the
First
second
half.
half.
And this could
Or,
continue
sorry, second
to go
quarter.
back and forth the entire way.
Nope. Get the fuck out of here. Nicely done. Nicely done. Unlike the Michael Cohen
And certainly
testimony.
one of the game's bigger
mean,
personalities.
I'm not biased towards anything, but
importantly, it's
my
just about how
God,
the
did you
guys-
guys hear that story? What a way to
Heart and soul guy,
like
Draymond
I
Green
understand
has
it's
the
like
kind of spirit guys that
stereotypical,
everyone else
like
can just kind of
try to
feed
build
off
up your
of.
credibility,
Yeah,
like as
his
if it's
talents
not
and
shot being in
contributions
doing
now
illegal
being
things of your own to
appreciated.
begin
He's
with.
forced his way
You
into
know,
the discussion
because that was the whole
of
thing,
top
right? Is that
10
like he
players
was
in our league.
the lawyer for Trump for the
So
Stormy
far, it's been a
Daniels
closely
stuff.
contested game as we get the second quarter
But
up
this
and
was
going.
all about him
And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs
allowing
so far,
like
guys, what do you
Russia and stuff
Really
like that,
active
along
hands
those
early
lines,
on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
allowing Russia
Jumping passing lanes,
to
pressuring the ball,
like
really
intervene
forcing their
and stuff like
opponents into
that,
some
and
of
like
these mistakes.
yeah, it's just basically that's the whole entire thing.
Then there's Kyle
Is
Korver.
that you know
Then
it's
there's
trying to
Jay,
get him
and it's
for these
Rondo
things,
at
but
the point
what's
guard
weird
position.
is
So that's who San Antonio starts the
is that
second
a lot of the things that he's
Fouls on that
talking
time on
about
the way up. That'll give him
like
two
would
chances at the
technically
free
in
throw
a,
line
like
here.
an actual
And modern
courtroom would
NBA
be
defenses
ruled
have
as like
changed pretty
irrelevant.
dramatically since the
Like
league
it would
stopped
be like
enforcing man-to-man
bashing
as
the person's
only
character,
strategy.
which don't get me
What do you
wrong,
see from that change?
in itself This is a
I see
situation in
from that
which
change,
it would take
guys
a
kind of
quite the hit
losing
to
their
someone's
skill
character
one-on-one,
if
having
he
to
or she
score, 'cause they aren't used to
had
playing
these
against
issues that are
a
being
true
put
defense.
towards
I think
Trump. I mean,
sometimes
the
it's a
dude's full of
cop-out
himself, right? The
for
dude
the
puts
defense.
Trump
I think the
over
NBA
fucking
is a
everything.
different league.
You know
I
what I
think
mean? Like, if
the
there's jokes to
NBA
be
are the
made about
best
him having
players
like
in
a
the
small
world, and
penis or
therefore
something like
you
that,
should be able to
it's the
guard your
fact that
man
he's always sitting there
one-on-one. I think that rule may
pushing
have
his name,
been
pushing
put
his
in
brand,
place so
like
that
a fucking
coaches
walking
can hide
salesman.
defenders on
And,
their
you
team
know,
that
we already
can't
know
play
how we feel
defense,
about
but yet
that
still
anyways,
keep
but
them
that
as an integral
regardless of
part
that,
the team on
it's
offense
just
on the
what
other
sucks
end.
is
So
that,
I'm
like,
definitely not a
you're
big
gonna
fan
get the
of it.
likes of
But
people
hey, it's a
believing that,
rule, and
oh, well, I'm
if I
just
were
gonna
a
agree
coach,
with
I'd
him because I hate
definitely
this person
use
so
it if I
much.
saw fit. But it's just
And
so
like
hard to
other people
rebound on
who are
defense,
just
so
gonna be like,
easy
oh,
for
can't
the
you see he's
offense
full
to
of shit?
rebound
So
because
this
you
whole
can't see.
trial is
You have to
actually,
communicate
his testimony is
that much
bullshit.
more. But
But
you
in
know, hey,
itself,
if
it's
you're
going
playing
to
against a
create
team
more
that is
divide
shooting
between people
the lights out
because
and
they're
you
just
want
going
to
to
stop
disagree
penetration
upon
sometimes,
more upon the
that
same
may
shit
be
that
the way
they're
to go. But
disagreeing
not a
upon.
big fan of the zone.
Like with his case, he's talking about like, oh, you know,
And
like
something that's been a
I
problem
was
for
like,
Rondo his whole
like
career.
part of his
He's never been a
testimony
great
was
shooter
saying
from
that,
outside.
like, oh, I saw
Defenses would
Donald
just
Trump
sink in
Jr.
on him and invite him
talk
to beat him
about
from deep. It
the
doesn't
meeting.
stop his
You know
production,
what I
but
mean?
it is
Like
hard to
setting up
imagine
the
just how
meeting.
great he
But
would
then
be
at the
if
same
he had
time,
more of a
this fucking
consistent
dumb
outside
ghoul
jump shot.
fucking
Draymond
sits there
Green, he's checked
and
in for
also says
Boston.
that like Trump
Green
has
comes
openly
in
said
for
that
DeMar
why would
Carroll.
anybody want to
Outside,
set up a
Green
meeting with his
fires the
dumbass.
three.
So like
That's his fourth basket of the
it doesn't
game,
matter
and
which
he's
one is
only
considered
taken
true
4
or not.
shots off to a good start.
One, like again,
And
like
Green's
there's no
become
proof
a
about like some
dependable
like
three-point
about
threat if
the
you
meeting.
let
Like you know what I mean? Like it's just hearsay.
He can certainly knock
It's
those
not
down.
like, oh, this is said on recording. You know,
It's stolen by
it's
Green.
like this can actually be documented. Like, you know, the Nixon shit, they had
In the
recordings
corner, Harden.
and stuff
And a
for
great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
the DNC that they're
Paul's
breaking
got
the
his fifth
DNC
assist
because,
in
you
this
know,
one.
fucking paranoid son of a
As
bitch.
bad as Rondo can be
But
from outside,
Richard
he's
Nixon
still
was.
shown he can put
But
up
that was
efficient
recordings.
shooting
Like
numbers
what
due to how
Cohen's trying to say
easily he
about
gets
Trump,
to the
oh, like
basket.
having a meeting with
One
his
thing
son
we
and
know
stuff.
about Rondo
It's not
is he
recordings.
knows how
Like
to play to
it's
his
not
strengths.
recorded.
He'll even
So it's just
occasionally
his
take a
word
three to keep
against,
someone
you know,
honest on defense.
his. So
But
at
he
the same
knows
time,
he's
like
at
it
his
sounds,
best when he is cutting
you know,
into
that's
the
not
middle of the
enough to
defense
get someone
and
in
making a
court,
play.
and it's really not enough anyways
Shot by
to
Harden.
impeach.
Wide
It's
open.
not an
That
impeachable
one off the
offense.
back iron and out.
Like because
The
they don't
Spurs
have
gone
anything
2-of-4 shooting the ball
on
here
the
in
Russia
second.
stuff.
Now
I
let's
mean,
go to
I
the
really
sideline and
don't, I
catch up
really
with the
don't
Hall of
believe
Famer,
that the
David
Russia
Hall.
thing happened. I believe
Well,
that
guys, we've seen James
if
Harden
people,
become
powers
the
that be
most
or whatever,
accomplished
wanted
in the
Trump to be
league at
president,
drawing fouls and
trust me,
getting to the
United
free throw
States
line.
has a big
And
power,
he makes no
you know, thing
apologies
going
for his
on.
style.
You have the
He said
likes
free throws are a part of
of Bernie
basketball,
Sanders getting
not
fucked over by
necessarily
Hillary
going in
Clinton.
there and trying to draw a
Frankly,
foul.
because
But
the
if a person
DNC
can't
fucked
guard
him
you, he
over.
has to
You know,
foul
it
you.
wasn't
Or I'm
specifically
going to
her.
score.
But what happened with Hillary
Every
Clinton
single
is that
time.
the likes that were actually
Maybe the
provable
toughest cover in the
was
league,
that
DA. Thank you.
was
when
that
Green is feeling
she
it,
paid off the
getting him the
DNC in
ball,
order to
he
get
can really
nominated.
score
But it was
from
more so
anywhere from the floor.
along the likes of like, oh well, you know, like they came to her saying that like, oh, we're in debt and stuff. Well, you know, could you please send us money? And she's like, yeah, I'll help y'all out, but like, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to take the nominee for this. So, with that being said, of course, that's, you know, it's embezzlement,
Well, it sure feels like more
and
more
like
the league is
it's,
demanded
I don't
now.
know what else you'd
More
say, but
players
like
with skill at every
it'd be
position.
embezzlement
Guys
on the
who
likes
can
of the
dribble and pass
DNC,
and shoot.
accepting
You
a
think
bribe, and it
you'd
would be a
have been
bribe
even more valued
by,
if you played in
you know,
today's
one
You know
person
what,
in political
Legend once
office,
told
you know,
me,
public
not to
office,
kind of look
politician in
back
public
and
office.
compare, or to
Sounds
wonder
weird
about
to say
what
that
could
for
have
some
been.
reason.
And I
Politician
don't know. I do
in
like
public
the fact
office,
that, when I
you
had
know,
that skill
bribing
set, it was
someone and then
appreciated by my
embezzlement
coach,
on the sakes
teammates,
of,
and some
you know,
fans, but
the
for
bribe
most
toward
people
that's
back
of the
then,
money
they
that's
would
being
say,
used
you're trying
to
to do too
cover
much,
their
or it doesn't mean
expenses
anything to
of
have
the
5
DNC.
assists a
You know,
game
that's
or
what
to
happened to
get
Bernie
guys
Sanders. A lot of
involved.
people
You know,
actually
for me,
liked
I
Bernie
just thought that
Sanders in the
the more
Democratic
you can do, the
primaries
better you are
compared to
all
Hillary,
skill sets,
and
the more you kind of make yourself valuable
Jesus,
to your
I'm not
team,
trying to
the
get
more you
fouled
should
so
be on
damn
the
much.
court, and it validates that. So for me, I
But
just took
you know
all my
that
favorite
stuff
players
happened. But
and I stole from them.
when
I
it
wanted
comes
to
to Russia,
be
they have
like
no
them, and
proof
I
on
think the
if there
generations
was
that came
involvement and
before
stuff
me
like that. You know what I mean?
allowed
Like,
me to see what the game should
and
look like, and then, you
what's
know,
being
add
said
my
is
own
that there
little
actually could
style
be
and
some
flair
shady
to it
shit
and do
that
my own
Trump has
thing.
done
Good
before.
point.
But what's going on is
And a
that
wide
this
open
shit,
shot from
that
Green.
using Michael
Chance there
Cohen
to
as
take the lead. Missing.
a witness and being not a very credible witness.
On
You
the
know, he's
lane
sitting there
Corbett,
like,
lots of
oh
room.
yes, you know, I'm the
That's
one
in, and he found
that
his
like my
range with that
daughter's
one.
family's
Now 1 for
calls
2.
at the middle of the night to
Celtics trail
help
by
them
4.
out, and because they trust me and I'm a trustworthy
Green
person.
kicks to McGee.
Well, you know, that's the fucking
McGee
classic
has
case
screen on Corbett.
of, you know, as if you're giving a fucking speech and learning about
Outside
pathos,
Green.
ethos, and shit. in your speech class in high school,
And the
is that
free
the
throw
first
is
thing you got to
good.
do
Harden's got
is
14
go
points in the
ahead
game.
And really,
and like get emotional like credibility built, for the sake of people trying like winning people towards your like just say, oh yeah, I'm about to give a testimony, but even though I'm part of this organization that fucked over a lot of people and stuff, even though I'm part of that organization and stuff, the Trump people that I'm claiming that I was
the
technically
three-pointers
involved with
keep
this
dropping.
stuff.
You
I
get
start
the
I start
sense that
making
the
like this victim
frustration
consciousness
is mounting
for
for
people
the
to start
defense.
trying to believe me
And San
more and be on
Antonio
my
calls the
side.
first
Is that
timeout
the
of the
reason
game.
why I did those things? Is that I was in
Harden
like a
can carry
victim
the
type
offense
state?
alone
Like,
with this
what the
scoring.
fuck does
That's
that
no
like, dude?
secret.
Really, you
The
pulling
big
out that
part of why
card?
he's
Like,
able
that's
to do that
offensive
is
to
because
actual
he's so
victims,
gifted at
anyways.
getting to the line.
But to sit there, you
Past
know what I
couple
mean?
of
Like,
years, he's
and the
averaged
best
more
part
than
is like,
10 free
I've
throw
been
attempts
like
a
part
game.
of Trump.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs.
Hit it.
The Cobra comes in for
That'd be
Booker,
sick.
and Beal
But
subbed in for Kyle
is
Korver.
that he's like,
And the
oh,
Celtics also making a change. Satoransky's checked in. Here's the Cobra.
oh, that was a nice ass block. Nice block.
Monte Ellis checked in for
But
Boston.
he's pretty much saying, fuck. What was I getting at? Hold on, just a
Now
second.
Rondo,
So I'm talking about
and it's Beal
Trump
in
stuff.
the corner.
Michael Cohen.
There's the pass to Plumlee. And
Shit.
so he earns a trip to the
Sit
line.
there. Hold on.
Officials
Trying
say
to think
contact
back.
and
Sorry,
he'll
I
shoot
was
two.
trying to think of something else while I'm
However
talking.
you feel about
This is
how hard you get
yeah,
to the line,
this is what I
whether you
get
think
right
he
now for
deserves
getting
it
too
over
focused in
Snell's
on the
call.
game as
You
well
can't
whenever I'm
deny
doing these
that he is
commentaries.
effective doing it.
Instead of,
Some
talking
may
while I'm
say it's a
playing,
lot easier to
I'm
shoulder an
playing.
offensive load at the free throw line, but they
Sorry.
may never have taken the physical beating that
Playing
it
while
takes
I'm
to get
talking.
to that line.
I'm more
Gotta
so
give Harden
focusing on
credit.
this
He knows how
game
to create contact and push
and
the
talking
issue.
while I'm
Very
playing.
crafty
So I'm trying to
when he
remember.
goes up for a shot.
So
If he
he's
feels a
so
defender,
Michael
he's caught
Cohen
with his hand in the
Cohen
cookie
is
jar.
basically
In other words,
using this.
reaching in for the ball.
Son of a bitch! I'm embarrassed. I
Green,
fucking
the pass
forgot
to Ellis.
what I was gonna
With
say.
the shot
Jesus.
will not go. This is off the front iron.
Let me
Here's
get this
Beal.
possession going.
8 points for him. And it's Rondo in the corner. Here's Plumlee, and he drops
Nice.
the layup off the glass. Plumlee's got 5 points in the quarter.
As the game has gone along, they've got
Jesus.
more and more aggressive.
So
on the
yeah,
back end.
like I was
Gets the
saying
green.
that with
Green
Michael
the
Cohen,
screen.
obviously you're gonna create more divide because people are just gonna
Celtics
believe that
passing it around.
it's terrible in
Here's
itself
Satoransky.
because
Good. It's
people
Green
didn't
picking
like
up the
Trump
assist.
before
He
the
knew
thing.
what
Of
he
course, they're
wanted
not
to
gonna
do
like
all
him
along.
now. This
The
is
teardrop.
a weird situation involved with him that it's
Beal
one of those
against
things.
Ellis. Passes to Jay.
Hit it.
That's in.
One of
He
those
fouled his
things
range
that
with
for
that one.
sure
Foul,
he
1
doesn't
for
look
2.
good.
Celtics trail
Anyways,
by
I don't
4.
think he's a nice person. Anyways, I think he's
Here's
full of himself.
Satoransky.
And
Here's Green.
And
that one
honestly,
goes
oh
in
come
as he
on,
is
Draymond
fouled.
Green,
It'll
are you
be 3
fucking
points if he
serious?
converts at the line.
Oh, terrific.
Oh yeah, so he's basically creating this victim consciousness
Damari Carroll's
about
checked
letting
in for
people
Jeff
feel
Green.
sorry for him and stuff, and he's just like
Well,
using
one thing
stupid
about
shit,
Draymond Green, he
like
isn't
talking
very
about
bashful when it
like,
comes to
and
showing
like
what's
one
on
of the
his mind.
stupider
Draymond
things
knows what he's about.
is like what he used with talking about, they cut our pay in half, including my own or something like that. That Donald Trump was so bad that he cut the pay of. He's about to pass that for a nice score. Actually, that's what's gonna happen. Basically saying that Donald
Inside,
Trump,
McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
JaVale McGee,
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
that basically,
sure
that
I've
like
seen a
Donald
game
Trump's
with
terrible
more lead
person, he's gonna
changes
do
this
terrible
early.
things, and I'm sure
San
he's done some
Antonio
terrible,
calls timeout.
selfish things, and it doesn't surprise me.
I
But
think he just wants to
he's
tinker with
using
the game
like
plan
specific
a little
words
bit.
that like
That's a
I just
wise
don't think
timeout.
the average person actually cares to understand. And they're not big terms. It's just some people just don't
Moss is
know
checked in for the Spurs. Murray comes
the
in for Rajon
actual
Rondo.
like
Boston
definition
also
of
with
some
the
of these
sub.
words,
Taj
like
Gibson's
literal.
checked in for
Like
Green.
people think
Ellis
the
outside.
word con man applies to someone
Gives it up
at
and
all
off the
who
pretty
tries to be a
assist.
sleazeball
And the Celtics
and stuff
lead
like
by
that.
3.
Like
They
when
are
it comes to
killing
just in
them
general
on the
about
interior.
like paying for illegal stuff. No, a con man is someone who
To the
charges
right side.
you and
To the middle. They need
sells it
this.
to you like as if it's real, but it's something that ends up not being real. Like, you know, you're like being conned. Like if you're sold like goods that are supposed to be like in good shape, but however they're broken, and you never were able to use them. Like that would be an example of being a con man.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency.
There we go, nicely done.
Especially with them losing this game right now.
That'd be an example of a con man. Like, I don't think people are understanding, like, exactly. Like, don't get me wrong. He's probably done some shady shit in order to get ahead and stuff like that. Like, probably did to become, like, a top candidate in the Republican Party.
Anything really. His team still leads, but it's unclear if he will find his game.
Hit it.
By the time this one ends.
Nice. But in itself, though, like, to con people out and stuff like that. No, like... And like what happened with Stormy Daniels, he never paid money. Like you remember, he was his lawyer for the Stormy Daniels case. And like it was never con money or anything. He was doing that to help himself in that fucking case. Like it was never like, oh, he paid off Stormy Daniels and stuff. Stormy Daniels like lost the case. Like she lost, like she had to pay for Trump's stuff. And like don't get me wrong though, like the reason why you're gonna get people that find themselves okay with hearing it that are like strongly Republican would be the types of people, you know, that like, and you can blame presidents such as Bill Clinton and stuff like that because it's basically led the public, like, for some reason be consciously okay with hearing that their president has done shit like that. Because like in itself, like, you know, like once you've heard, oh, this guy uses power to get a BJ from Monica Lewinsky, then like at that point you're totally cool and fine with hearing, he fucked a porn star and stuff, like, and really like to bring up Trump's wife, like, dude, like you don't give a fuck. Like, and I think that's also a power grab too towards, you know, trying to be a sympathetic male towards females and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I can understand that, but to an extent of a lawyer who tries to talk about how he's being like one of the people when he was obviously been with Trump since 2008, okay? 11 years. You're not really too much of a whistleblower. It's kind of like you hear about these CIA agents that are whistleblowers, but yet they were in the CIA for like 30 fucking years, and you're like, no, this is a terrible person trying to get publicity or something like that. Like, along those lines, and like it seems very like there's not enough evidence brought ahead, and plus he's been paid checks before because like he's his lawyer. Like it doesn't ever say what those checks are necessarily for. And again, we're getting to the Jesse Smollett stuff, how people are like, oh well, those, like, you know, for workout stuff, and you're like, yeah, well, it could have also been for a fucking tanning booth. It doesn't fucking matter, like, at that point. No, like, you sound ridiculous, like trying to come up with that excuse like that.
Well, they showed that he can get on the road from out there in the right circumstances. Credit his coach for respecting the streets.
Damn, Harden.
Just continuing to call his number.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball.
Nice.
On the floor for Boston.
Take it.
JaVale McGee.
But yeah, like when it comes to Michael Cohen, there's a dude who's ghoulish, just like he's trying to like shame Trump, and he could totally be right about the dude not being that good of a person. Like, yeah, but not being a good person doesn't automatically make you guilty of every single crime that's ever accused of you. I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, you don't sit there and automatically assume that. And I think it is that people are just like, nah, fuck this dickhead. He's automatically lying with, like, people have no proof. DeJounte going coast to coast. Loving it. But, yeah, when you're talking about that stuff, when it comes to that, you know, like, that doesn't automatically assume, like, you know what I mean? Like you could have someone like Bill Cosby be,
and here's McGee.
A serial rapist, like he was caught for and stuff, but in itself, at the same time, you could have him at the same likes. It doesn't mean he's a fucking murderer.
It's stolen by Green. And the layup.
Nice shit, Kuzma.
8 points for the
But yeah,
Cobra.
like it doesn't
Yet
mean
another
he's
easy
a
make. They're
murderer.
really cooking now
Like, you know what I
after
mean?
making
Like,
their
oh,
third
he
straight
raped all
shot
these
to begin
people.
this half.
He must be a murderer. Well, no, you still need evidence and
Knocked
stuff in
loose.
court.
Beal with the steal. Here's Murray. And the
Oh,
shot
good
counts. He's
shit,
fouled,
Murray.
and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Oh, superb. Superb beginning to this half of basketball form. That's 4 straight makes.
He's made one and
Nice,
missed
nice,
one
nice.
so far in the game.
But you see what I'm saying when it comes to stuff? It's what he's saying is not like that could be checks that
Into
he
the
paid
third we
for
go. 2 minutes
anyways.
in
Just
now.
he's his fucking
Green
lawyer,
with a
okay?
screen on Beal.
And he talks about
Outside
salaries
Green.
and shit like that
Boston again missing.
and stuff,
Spurs
like trying
leading
to
by
sympathize
4.
with other workers of Trump's.
It's Beal
Like,
on
you know
the
what I mean?
wing,
Like,
defended by
oh,
Paul.
I understand
Goes up on
too.
the block.
Like, and it's like, dude,
The Cobra passes to Beal.
like,
Ross
don't
kicks
try to
Beal.
act like you're sympathizing with how, like,
Pass
other
to the
people
Nice
have
ball
dealt
movement by
with,
San
like,
Antonio.
getting their salaries cut
No
in half.
good
That'd be a
from
shitty
Ross.
thing if that was
Oh,
true.
Kevin, he positioned himself
And even if
perfectly
it
and
was,
had all the room to
even
drop
if it
that
is
one and
true
just couldn't get
on
it to
that
go.
play, what does
And the
that
wide
have
open
anything
shot
to
from
do
Green.
with
Boston,
him
no
and
good
fucking
that time
Russia?
either.
Like, that's the thing
Spurs
that's,
have
like,
gone
weird
4
to
of
me.
6 from the field
It's like,
since
what
the
does
start of the
him
third.
being a douche and cutting salaries by half have
And Murray
anything
now top of the key.
to do
Rebound
with
by the
whether or not
Celtics.
Russia had an influence
McGee's
in,
got
like,
6
the
rebounds
election
in the
to, like,
game.
have,
Some
like, fake
tough
votes and
offensive
shit?
sets. They
Does
wanna
that make
turn
any
it around.
sense?
Yeah, right now you
Like,
just need a
you
bucket
can't
to
just
get some
automatically
momentum.
jump to that
Often
conclusion.
look to him to provide for them on offense, and he simply isn't getting the job done today.
Murray, good.
Good stuff, Bill.
Didn't let that first half get him down.
Like, that's
He
why
has
it's just
come
like a
out
little
firing
weird
on
to
all
me. It's
cylinders
like, huh?
to begin
Like,
this
it
second
doesn't make,
half.
like, don't wrong. Not saying I'm a fan of Trump or anything. Like, that's the problem is that
On the wing, Green.
people say that
He's guarded by
automatically
Ross.
when that doesn't mean that that's the case.
Harden
Like,
dishes
guys,
to McGee.
like, I
It's
could
gonna be
not
2
like
free
a
throws,
decent
no
amount of
contact
people,
on the shot.
but that
The
doesn't mean
Celtics
I
shoot their
automatically,
second and third
like,
shots at the line.
say, oh, they're guilty of something without, like, evidence and proof. If there's no evidence, then you can't sit there and say that such shit.
79.
It's just that
Now
it's
here's
not
Murray,
right to do
defended
that.
by
Like,
Paul. They set the screen.
I don't
Murray
think
the pass to Beal. Here's Boss.
I don't think anybody's
Finds himself
understanding
wide open
that.
and drills it.
all too much is that
Boss
like
has got
the,
8
like
points.
Man,
to
he
automatically
has
say someone's
excellent
guilty
mid-range game.
is a
Surprising
little
how much room
crazy
he had to
right off the
operate on
bat.
that
And
play.
again, like a lot of things are just opinionated.
Paul kicks to McGee. It's deflected.
Nice shit.
Another shot. No problem on the
Come
tampering
on.
close. He's got 7.
He's just a tireless competitor. Have to body him up or he'll roast you on the offensive boards every time.
Let's get this.
Harden against Beal. Fires from deep. Murray, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, it's always a transition.
Really?
and a difficult
Draymond's
one for
getting that
college
shit? Are
coaches
y'all
to come to the
serious?
pros, but
That dude
Celtics
ain't getting
coach
shit
Brad
on
Stevens made one of the
So that's my
smoothest
2
we've
cents on the
seen
whole
after leading Butler to back-to-back national
Michael Cohen
championship
thing.
games. You hear that buzz
Is that
from
he's
players
trying to
to
use his
opposing
victim
coaches.
consciousness.
Greg Popovich said, "I
But, you know,
really
it's not
respect
like
what he
he's some
does.
dude that was
His team
kidnapped
executes.
10 years
I'll
ago, like
still
as a
watch his
child,
Butler
and
tape.
being used to,
Trying
like,
to learn
help
some stuff, to
a
be
serial
honest with you.
killer,
I
like,
praise
get
indeed,
people. Like,
fellas.
does that make
And
any sense? Like,
Popovich,
no,
really the
like,
godfather
that's
of
dumb.
the
Like,
active
it's
coaches
Michael
right now,
Cohen. He's
DA.
been the
His
lawyer
voice carries certainly a lot of
for
weight in this
Trump
league.
for
Thank you.
11 years now, 10, 11 years, and and he's trying to act like he's a
Paul with the
victim
ball.
because he was
He's been
mesmerized
playing
by
a big
Trump
part of their offensive scheme,
to the likes of
averaging
like
around
he would
15.5
just
points a
let
game.
that all happen. Dude, if you're mesmerized to do the wrong thing like that, then
Harden
you're
kicks to
fucked.
Green.
Like, you know what I mean? If he's saying these atrocities that Trump committed,
Rebound,
then
San
like in
Antonio.
itself,
The Cobras got rebound number 5 here tonight.
then like it's
It is
pretty
now to
shitty
be.
of you to
Right block shot. And Boston with
come
the
on.
rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Come on, James.
Kicks it to Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
The defense is well aware of how good he is from there and did a great job of forcing that miss. And Draymond Green is such.
All right, I should get a couple of these dudes out. Actually, no. Interesting. All right. I think I will keep him in, take Isaac out, and then have Murray be taken out. Play these dudes a little bit
Elite
more.
player in every sense of the word. He lines up as a power forward or center most of the time,
Oh, Durgan.
but is often running the offense. He can act as a point center for this team for long stretches of time.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now.
Nice, nice, nice.
Checked in for Terrence Ross.
But Beal's had a pretty
Rajon
good game
Rondo
so
checked in
far,
for Murray.
besides
And
the
then for
Michael
Boston,
Cohen stuff.
Taj Gibson's checked in for
Beal's
Green.
had a pretty
Tamari
nice game
Kidd
so
comes in
far.
for
18
Green.
points,
And
looking
Satoransky
maybe to
subbed
set
in
him
for
up
Chris Paul. Gibson a screen.
with the likes of
Beal against Harden. Dishes to
25
Gibson.
maybe.
Pocket 6. Boston
Kuzma
again
been
missing.
playing some rad
And with
defense.
Draymond and his playmaking, a lot of it isn't just his ball handling, Chris.
There we
He's
go.
one of the
Nice
best
passing,
decision-makers
Beal.
as well in the NBA.
And his huge assist numbers have proven that. Not just huge
Here we go,
for
here
his
we go,
position,
here we go,
just
here we
big
go
in
now.
general. Draymond gained the confidence of coaches, his decision making, and they've given him
Something's
more and more
got to
leeway on the
give.
court to make plays.
Zeller, and he connects on the
Damn.
jumper. The screen did the trick.
Well, if he gets his feet set and you give him time, Zeller can bury that in rhythm.
Here we go.
Outside Rondo, and there's the pass to the Cobra. Beal gets a wide open look. Connects from three-point
There you
range.
go. I mean, look at that.
Beal's
That's
got two
that's
now
deadly
from beyond
because
the arc
Kuzma's
in
gonna
the
catch
third
in the
for the
corner.
Satoransky, the
Who's
pass
got
to Zeller.
corner specialists, or you're gonna get catch and shoot with either of these dudes, and you're gonna get the likes of Bradley Beal,
Gibson
who's
dishes to Carey.
getting an
And
assist
Zeller
from
gets to
Kuzma.
Satoransky.
The worst shot in that situation is the shot I didn't take. And
Teamwork at
that
its
being
finest.
said,
Love
still
the extra pass.
nicely done, Kuzma.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the
go,
reasons
Rondo.
this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And battling hard on the
go,
glass,
let's go.
They hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Jay. Right wing. Here's Boss. He's covered by Zeller.
Here we go.
Here's Jay. That one wide left.
Stupid.
Celtics trail by 9. From deep, Harden. Kept alive. Pass to Satoransky.
Damn. Come on. Come on.
Harden against Beal. Second chance shot. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
I'll take that. That's a nice ass.
Jay's got a
Nice ass pick and roll going on there.
And
Enjoying
after
that.
Really leaning on that
Nicely
three-point
done.
shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Harden, that's good.
He is shooting the lights out from outside.
Hell yeah, Harden shooting the lights out. Dude's fucking balling. Dude is fucking balling. It's whatever though. Not a big deal. Let's get Kyle Korver in there. Likes of Mason Plumlee. A little bit of Jonathan Isaac, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
San
Now we'll keep
Antonio
Isaac
calls
out there.
timeout.
Nah, I messed up. So yeah, we'll have. Or sorry, no, did I mess up? Yeah. Let's try that out one more time. All right, take bomb. So yes, there we go. That's just the team we're gonna deal with. We got two dudes, Korver and Ross. They're gonna be able to be on the perimeter shooting well.
His guys were dragging a little
Beal,
bit, calling timeout,
hopefully that's
trying to let 'em
the
catch
case.
their breath.
With
Some
him
changes
out,
here
he's
for the
been
Spurs.
scoring at will, and
Plumlee
actually
is
he's been
checked
setting
in
up
for
a decent
Voss.
amount of
Terrence Ross
teammates.
comes in for the Cobra. And it's Korver in for Bradley Beal. Monte Ellis checked in for Boston. It's deflected.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
And Satoransky kicks to Zeller. From 15 feet away, that one's good.
Bombas
San
played
Antonio
well.
Leaders cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Gibson.
The defender was in position, but too passive to force a bad shot.
The feed to Korver beyond the arc. Zeller
Damn, that
grabs the
sucks
board.
because honestly,
Zeller's
Korver
got
should
4
hit that in
rebounds
most
now
cases.
tonight. To the inside. Ellis, that's good. Now just a 2-point San Antonio lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Plumlee kicks to Ross. Again, the
Damn,
miss by the
Plumlee.
Spurs.
He had all
That's
the
a
room
2-point
in the
fucking
world to
game.
get that up, but somehow blew it by rushing it just a tad.
The shot by Shadorinsky, no good.
No good, Kyle Kolova.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's the Spurs. They lead by a bucket. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
Come on, come on.
And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talked.
And also, too, I'll talk about the Alex Jones and Joe Rogan one about that podcast, bringing him on. I think Alex Jones is a fucking shill. I don't know why people believe that dude when he spits his utter nonsense, and it's so utter nonsense. It's like, is this dude intentionally retarded? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And now the fast break, Rondo with the ball.
nice shit, Rondo.
Rondo's got
Rondo's
the fourth quarter started
ballin'.
here with a bucket for San Antonio.
Got Zeller versus Plumlee,
Rondo
the battle
against
of two guys with brothers in the league.
Gibson passes to Harden. Gibson the screen.
But Kyle Korver
Harden
against
kicks to
Harden is
Gibson.
not going to be.
Plumlee with the steal.
He's not going to be very favorable.
Right side, Rondo. He dishes it to Ross. Back to Rondo.
Nice.
Concentration to hit the double
Nice, nice,
clutch
nice.
layup. And now a 6-point Spurs lead.
That's what you call freestyling, getting improvisational. You can do that when the defense is nowhere to be found.
Oh,
And
fuck that,
Jay
dude.
hits the whistle. That's
Send that man out of bounds.
That's
That's
foul
where that
number
should have
2
gone.
for him.
All right, let's get Kevin Knox in here for a couple minutes.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And the Celtics making a change here. Green's checked in. And Paul
That's an
gets it to
automatic.
go in.
Always
Come on.
keeping his head up. Draymond rarely misses the open man.
What
Out
the
of bounds,
fuck?
Boston takes possession.
That's just a clumsy turnover there. Just an
Come
errant
on,
pass that
Rondo.
should have never been attempted.
Smooth checked in for San Antonio. The Celtics also with a sub. McGee's checked in.
Rondo had a sick game against, but oh yeah, like I said, I was going
Ball
to talk about the
outside.
Alex Jones
He
and
kicks
Joe
to Green.
Rogan podcast. You
And
know,
a
the
big
guys that
bounce
are
off
quote
the rim,
unquote
but it
woke.
sinks right in. And here's Rondo.
Shit's fucking
Just
funny.
about 1.5 minutes gone
It's just
by
so
here in the
it's
fourth.
such a douchey way of being, like, you know what I mean? It's like
Ross in the corner.
it's like embracing the word woke anyways, and like
Now
its
it's the pass to
douchiness.
Ross. It's stolen by
Is that
Green.
like just to say woke and it's
In the
to be
corner,
woke?
Harden.
It's just like that's the ultimate
And
woke.
no
Is the
good.
dudes
And
that
a
are
chance
so
to take the
douchey
lead.
anyways
San Antonio leading.
about it.
Outside Rondo. Off target with his three.
I don't know if I should shoot that
For
shot
Boston,
ever
they've gone
again.
2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Paul to tie it up. That shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Rondo with it. Chris Paul
Come on,
covering.
Rondo, let's get it together.
There's a good screen
Yo, Rondo, get it together and bring it back to him.
to the paint. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Knox. Hits the jumper.
It's too easy. I mean, he's facing Chris Paul in that situation. I might as well give it to
Be
him.
closer and contest at the rim.
Come on, come on.
Paul against Rondo. Paul right side. And the shot no good, a bit short. San Antonio leading by 4. Korver kicks to Rondo. McGee
Nice
with the
block right there by JaVale. The Knights of the JaVale
Rondo
right
against
there.
Paul.
All right, time to put Bradley Beal in. DeJounte Murray will come in soon. Kyle Kuzma is well on his way soon as well.
Harden outside. Back to Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Is he trying to get a shoe contract deal? Because he's showing no interest in moving the ball right now. He's trying to make a one-man
Come on,
commercial.
Rondo.
He's just content to try
But I'll
to get
talk
his
about
points.
it. I'll have
That's
to
all.
also watch more, which is why I'm not talking about it now. See y'all.
Rondo passes to
Why talk
Knox.
about shit that I, out of my ass
Smooth
like
got 4
that?
points this quarter.
I ain't gonna fucking
Celtics
sit.
trail
I'm
by
gonna sit
6.
there and I watch the fucking testimony of Michael Cohen.
Outside
Sound like a
Green.
douche. Just like talking about it's like terrible,
Now
and
here's
it's just
McGee.
like it has nothing
Over
to
the
do
corner,
like
Paul.
saying he's racist
Again,
has
missed by
nothing to
Paul.
do with if
They're
he
controlling
fucking,
the boards, Kevin.
you
That's
know,
+5
if it
in
is
that
if
category.
he
To the wing on the
caused
left.
a
Plumlee
huge
to pass to
election
Knox.
to be, false. Like no, that's
Outside Rondo.
it's refutable evidence. Like
To the
it doesn't
middle.
make a
Off
lick
the
of
screen.
sense.
From outside the arc.
Oh shit, I thought he was
Rondo
about to
missing.
bust that.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
From deep, Green. Rebound, San Antonio. Passes it to Plumlee. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. He feeds it to Paul. Shot to stop the drought. Offensive rebound and out of bounds.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's put in Beal. Let's put in DeJounte. And I say we should put in Isaac. And Kuzma save Mo Bamba
As
for a little bit
Spurs
later.
gain possession. So
Like
San
3 minutes
Antonio
into the
going
game,
with
because
an almost
honestly,
entirely new group
he's
here.
the last
Jay
to be
checked
drafted,
in
I
for
think, out of
Smooth,
this
but
lineup.
comes in for Ross. Bradley Beal's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Murray subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Beal against Harden. Here's Murray. Once again off the mark by San
Damn, that was an
Antonio.
ugly looking shot.
He isn't getting it to fall from outside during this half after recording the 3 during the first.
Back to Green.
Come on,
Feeds it to
Draymond.
McGee. Harden outside. Green left side. Boston again missing. Spurs leading
Let's
by
go, let's
6.
go.
Now Murray. Pass to Plumlee. The dish to Murray. Plumlee with the screen. And the pass to Jay. No good from outside. And for the Celtics, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's Green. It falls through. making
Damn.
it 6 for 11 in
I've
the
been playing
game.
good defense
Man, he
all
takes
half
it to the rack, but
with
then just
Kyle
smoothly
Kuzma.
flows it in with the finger roll.
And Plumlee kicks to Murray.
Quite well. And basically,
Passes it to Jay. And too long on
damn,
the shot.
should bust that
Celtics
though.
trail by 4.
Except for there, I looked foolish.
Paul left side to the inside. And McGee kicks to Green. Harden outside. Takes the 3. That one misses. San Antonio leading by 4. Pass to the Cobra. Out to the right wing.
Go.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. And there's the pass to Jay. Launches it. McGee with the block.
Ay, ay, ay.
San Antonio will retain possession.
Those fans were getting really into that shot, but that wasn't going to do.
Shot clock at 2. Beal from long range.
Gotta admire the speed of Harden. I mean, he looks locked in on defense, especially with how he contests these shots.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Murray. Passes to the Cobra. Kicks to Murray. Plumlee with the screen. Pass to the Cobra. It's up a 3. Harden grabs the miss.
on.
Celtics trail by
Man.
4. They kick it out to Green. Boston, no good that time either. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player.
Go.
And no matter what anybody tells you, that
Running
ball
that
will
fast break
always
like a
move
mouse.
quicker than the defender.
They throw good. Murray.
Out of sync at the line, it's really been a consistent problem for this team.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound, San Antonio. The Cobras got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Murray, the pass to the Cobra. 11 feet away.
Nice shot.
Rim and in.
Kuzma.
A minute 50 left in the game. Inside, here's McGee. Good.
Yeah, but I have a couple buddies that actually like buy the Alex Jones
Harden is
shit.
so good at finding the open man and the
I
selfish
find it quite
superstar who really
entertaining.
puts the ball over quickly.
Murray,
For the
no
most
good.
part.
Celtics trail by 6. Paul
Entertaining
pushes the
until
green.
it gets really fucking
Intercepted.
stupid.
Down low, Murray. And he makes good on the layup.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Harden on target from 13 feet. Harden's got 23 points.
Oh, Harden really gets going down the side.
23
He isn't
points, not
afraid
that
of
much for
anyone,
Harden.
Not even the big guys roaming nearby.
And it's Beal in the corner for 3. Buries the
Oh,
corner
baby.
jumper.
And just
Nicely
no
done by
excuse, guys,
Bradley
for leaving
Beal.
a shooter like him
Just took
open
himself
beyond the
to the
arc.
top of the ranks for the game
Harden
of
hits the
points
green.
scored.
From 13, from 10 feet out. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Great presence there. You think that shot's going up, but gets dished to the open man.
Here's Beal, and 2 free throws coming
Damn.
up as he misses that one. Drawing the
Draymond
whistle, a lot
made
of
sure. I
contact
mean,
there.
technically it's a
And it
flagrant
goes on
foul in real
Draymond
life, but
Green.
Wow.
whatever.
Oh,
I don't care.
On that one, shouldn't be much debate there.
Aussie's checked in for Plumlee. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 9. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the 4th. To the middle, here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Beal can't get it to go.
Already.
Boston has possession. Paul for 3. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Beal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot goes
Take
down.
that, nicely done, Beal.
Beal's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
28
Time
points
call
for
here.
him on the
Celtics
day.
decide to talk
Liking
over.
it. Liking what I'm saying.
They're down
Liking what
by
I'm
9.
saying.
There's 25 seconds left in the
Amadeus,
fourth quarter.
Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. This is to Zeller. Pass to Satoransky. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Boss. And here is Beal. Now the feed to Murray. Back to Beal. And so it's
Nicely
San
done.
Antonio with the win.
Fuck those
Even
dudes.
early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home.
Oh,
tonight.
oh,
And it makes a
fucking
big difference.
shit.
Once
The 2K Sports
Nice. It ended up
postgame
becoming a
show.
lower scoring game. All good though.
Thank you,
I
Kevin.
like
Now
that a
we
lot
move on to
more.
our Jordan player of the game, Bradley Beal. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
He was great. 6 3-pointers tonight. Solid effort from beyond the arc. Without his contribution on the perimeter, the offense would have been stagnant and they wouldn't have had lanes. He really opened the floor for them.
Well, he came to rescue the team tonight, Ernie. Things were getting desperate for him, and the consecutive losses kept mounting. But he put them on his back, and he responded exactly the way.
That's going to
Alrighty,
do it
hold
for
on
our
just
broadcast.
a sec. So yeah, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Sorry, I was checking something. 3 blocks, 2 steals, 7 assists, 28 points by Bradley Beal. Solid game, easily player of the game. Good game by DeJounte Murray as well. Just 1 steal, but 3 steals by Kuzma. Kuzma, we're going to start trying to get him more involved offensively. Double-double for him at Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaac. Good game. Rondo with a good game as well. Really playing well. Plumlee's been solid. Trevor Booker played pretty well. 5 points, 3 rebounds. Kevin Knox, 4 points, 2 rebounds. You got Kyle Korver. You got Terrence Ross playing well just in the limited minutes they have. But yeah, pretty good performance overall, defensively especially. And then Chris Paul did not have a good game at all for his liking. I don't know what the deal is. He just hasn't been that hard to guard. And also, too, when you got this dude involved, he's only got 23 points today, though. So only shot 19 times. I think he needs to shoot just as many times as you're seeing Beal shoot. I mean, I know, ironically, as I showing that Beal only shot 19 times, but 6 to 12 from three. Really good game. And yeah, just getting a lot done behind the arc and shooting the ball well. So I'm liking it. The defense has picked up quite a bit, and yeah, really enjoying it. But 13 and 12 right now. Starting it off. I'm trying to play like every 8 games. Maybe I do like every 5 games or something. See how that pans out. But as always, y'all, really appreciate the support. I'll make sure to start getting more like daily news to just rant and ramble about, you know. But as always, really thankful for the support and always be grateful, y'all. Appreciate it. Take care.